Reshoevn8r is now available in select Costco's across the nation. Limited edition kit, $70 value, only $18.99 at select Costco's. Click the link below for a store list and more information. They're gonna go fast.
What's up YouTube, it's Vick Almighty with another Shoe Care Academy video. On today's video, we're going to be working on one of the last Travis Scott Jordan 1s that we may be getting for a while. These velvet browns may not look that bad, but our social media manager Luis has been wearing these for a month straight, every single day, kicking dust in them. That's what I like about these sneakers. The colorway is very clean and rockable, but the best thing about them is you can literally wear these to the ground, wear them every single day, and after one good cleaning session using Reshoevn8r products, you can make them look brand new again. So in today's video, I'm going to show you guys the best and easiest way to clean up these velvet browns using our essential shoe cleaning kit and our Dry Suede kit. Let's get to work. Now to get started, I'm going to put the right shoe to the side and focus only on the left. And I'm going to take out the lace and insole to clean those up separately. Since they've been worn so much, the insole is basically glued down on there. If I rip it off, it's going to rip off all the blue foam and it's going to look bad. So it's better leave it as is. Before I do a lot of dry brushing to remove the surface dust off the sneaker and use the compressor as well, I'm going to grab a pick and remove all the little rocks and little debris that's on the sole to make my job a lot easier. Now before I go next door to use the compressor to blow off a lot of the surface dust and debris, I'm going to pop open our Dry Suede kit. I need the brush inside to do a lot of dry brushing as I use the compressor. The compressor is going to do a good job at removing the surface dust. The brush, however, is going to allow me to get inside the crevices, underneath the leather panels, inside the holes, all around the sock liner area. Same thing with the insole. It's a ton of debris. The bristles on the brush is going to help me break all of that stuff down. Between the brush and the compressor, the shoe is going to look night and day difference. All right, let's go next door. Many of you guys have commented about not having a compressor at home, but there are a few different ways to accomplish what I'm doing now. You could dry brush your shoe using our soft bristle brush. You could use some canned air from the store for a couple of bucks, or you can go to the car wash and use the air compressor. Since the shoe is made of suede, it's crucial to perform this pre-treatment step. You don't want to wet the shoe when the dirt is still on, as this will push the dirt deeper into the material. The dry brushing and compressor made a huge difference. As you can see, the sneaker looks a lot better. If I wanted to get these shoes back on my feet ASAP, I would just grab a Reshoevn8r wipe down the swoosh, wipe down the midsole, and it would be good as is. But that's not the mission for this project. I want to make sure the sneaker looks as good as possible. Plus, there's a couple of tricks I haven't shown you yet. So the next step, I'm going to be using the essential shoe cleaning kit. I got our 4-ounce bottle of solution, all 3 brushes, stiff, medium, and soft. I'll also be using a shoe tree to help eliminate the creasing. Got our towel to pat down the shoe, the mat to keep everything nice and neat, dry rack and bowl combo to keep my brushes dry, and the bowl to store my water. Let's get to it. As you can see, the toe box is looking a lot better already. Usually, every time after I wear my shoes, I pop the shoe trees inside the sneakers because it helps keep the shape nice and clean. So to start, I'm gonna grab some water, pour it inside our bowl, grab the solution. This stuff is highly concentrated, so all you need is 2 squirts. I'm gonna start this cleaning by using our stiff bristle brush. I wanna get the midsole and the sole as clean as possible. As you can see, I'm doing a very careful job of not getting any water or solution onto the upper. I wanna keep the upper dry. All done with the soles and the midsoles. It didn't take much to get them to this point. They look really, really good. Now, as you can see, I didn't get the uppers wet. I'm not going to throughout this video. Traditionally, when it comes to suede, you don't want to wet it with water and solution. I understand most of the time we do so anyway because there's spots or stains on there. But in this situation, there really wasn't any marks or spillage that required me to use the water or solution on the uppers. Not to say that I couldn't do it, but in this case, a couple of things may happen. One, I may pull out some of the color from the brown. I don't want that. And second, I might change the texture of the suede. I don't think that'll happen. Afterwards, we can always reset the nap on the suede using a dry, medium bristle brush. In this situation, wetting the suede is just not needed. It's just gonna cause a lot more work. Plus, just by using the Dry Suede kit, I know for a fact I'm not gonna remove any color from the brown or eliminate the texture. So the next thing I'm gonna do is grab some Reshoevn8r wipes. I'm gonna give the swoosh a nice wipe down, and the same thing with the tongue. Before we keep it going on this deep clean, let's talk a little bit about Travis Scott and Nike. Over the last few years, they've really done some crazy releases. It's crazy how that reverse swoosh really makes a sneaker pop. When it comes to me and my favorite Travis Scotts, there's quite a few. I'm all over the place with these sneakers. For one, I would definitely say the Phantoms. I love the black suede and the contrast white stitching. The Mac Attacks is also a really good one. Love that sneaker. The Cactus Jack University Reds, that's a clean new silhouette as well. The unreleased purple Jordan 4s, that's a sick one. Recently, I also did a custom on this exact shoe, turning it into SB vibes. Basically what I did was I got an SB dunk sole, SB fat tongue, and I even added the Cactus Jack tongue tag. Really clean sneaker, extremely comfortable, and fits like an SB sneaker. This is something Nike SB and Travis Scott need to tap into. Check out the full video on our channel. Now to keep it going on this shoe, I'm gonna put it to the side and focus on the lace for now. It's not really that dirty, but it's still dusty. I'm gonna use the leftover water and solution. I'm gonna put it inside, give it a good little deep clean, good little scrub. Now I'm gonna go ahead and dry it real quick. It's not fully dry, but I like to do that with my laces. That way, it doesn't have any weird creases all around. Plus, I don't wanna get the shoelace super wet and saturated because I don't wanna lose any of the wax on these laces. All I have to do is let these dry before we get back onto the shoe. Got the shoelace all dry. At the moment, they're looking pretty faded. When they're brand new, they're extremely flat and it has a nice sheen to it. At the moment, that doesn't resemble that at all. A lot of the wax was faded off due to extreme wear, thanks to Luis. I finished the job by using the solution and water to finish off removing the wax. Now to reapply it, I'm gonna be using some paraffin wax, a small iron, and some parchment paper. I'm gonna go back and forth, cover the entire thing in wax. It's gonna look really frosty. Afterwards, I'm gonna wrap it in some parchment paper, then hit it with the iron. The heat is gonna melt the wax. Now before I can lace up the shoe, there's one more step I gotta do on the uppers. Overall, it looks really good thanks to the dry brushing, compressor, and even using the wipe on the swoosh, they look almost brand new. Now because the shoe has been heavily worn in the last month, naturally some of the colors have been faded off from the suede. Basically, I'm just gonna lay down a couple of coats on the uppers and on the brush it in all around. This may take a couple of times until it looks back to brand new. Mink oil is not only good for conditioning your suede and bringing back the color, but it also works wonders on leather. One more step I gotta do before I lace it up. Since I wasn't able to clean up the inside or the insole, I'm gonna freshen up the inside using our Rejuvenator Deodorizer Spray. That's as good as this shoe's gonna get. Let's lace it up. Another key product we recommend for suede sneakers like these is our water and stain repellent. You don't want to spray this directly after you put the mink oil. Let the mink oil dry for a day or so, go back and spray some water and stain repellent, and it'll protect it for future wear. Now the left shoe looks great. Let's bring in the before to see how good they turned out. The Velvet Browns is one of the easier sneakers that I've cleaned up in a long time. It's pretty straightforward. The main thing is to dry brush and use the compressor. After that, it's pretty straightforward. I used our essential shoe cleaning kit to get the midsoles and the soles all cleaned up. As you can see, they look almost brand new. As far as the uppers go, I brought the suede back to life using our mink oil and horsehair brush. The laces from all the wear and tear and after cleaning them up were pretty faded, so I used a paraffin wax trick to bring them back to life. Lastly, to freshen up the sneakers, I hit the inside with some Rejuvenator Deodorizer. This is a product that we don't use very often, but it comes in clutch for sneakers like these. You can find all our products at rejuvenator.com. I don't have a special promo code for you guys today, but starting tomorrow, our spring sale starts, 25% off the entire website. Also, don't forget, we're in the middle of our Galaxy Foam Posse giveaway. All you gotta do to enter is comment down below your name and shoe size, subscribe to Rejuvenator, and at the end of the month, we'll pick a lucky winner. This is Vick Almighty. I'll catch you guys next time. See you guys.